girlfriend, but you're not posting. You're not recording it. You're not like, hey guys, I just helped Ted over here. I just bought him some food and I'm such a great person. I'm such a good person.
But doesn't it make you feel good though?
It does make you feel good. Hey guys, episode 158.
We started a Big Brother kind of like recap show, and I don't even want to say that it's that. It's just me and Jordan talking about the show because she hasn't watched it. And we're just going to talk Big Brother, kind of like you're hanging out with us. Take your questions. We'll have a beer with you, make a little margarita
Nothing
for Jordan.
Organized, just
kind of talk about it. And here is what's happening on this week's episode. I'll tell you, watching with our family, when we first sat down, I'll start with Keanu. Because Keanu looks like Maui. Oh, wow, look at that. Talk about production value.
Yeah.
Nice job up there, Ian. Catherine, which one's Catherine?
Blonde, pretty blonde.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of feisty, will stick up for herself, doesn't back down. That's kind of what I pictured. What do you think about a season of all First-Evicted house guests? I think that's a great idea.
I thought about that. I think everyone thinks about that because I feel bad. I feel really bad for the people that go home first. You're all jacked up. Your family and friends are all watching, and you're the first one knocked out.
And then you don't remember. Like, people are like, wait, who are you? Because you were the first one off. So if they did, and all people who were evicted first, it'd be like a whole new cast, because you'd be like, wait, I don't even remember that guy.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember. But let's take a quick break. Oh, man, you caught me. I didn't just take a break to get a beer. We're supposed to take little breaks in between so we could put this on Spotify. And for some reason, Adrian popped out to me. He was very quirky, and I love this production value. Why didn't they all just pick the person on the right? Someone was guaranteed to pick Amy.
Wait, what?
Ken and Avery.
When they had to guess.
Why didn't they all just pick the person to the right?
Oh, wait, I don't get it.
Me neither. Are we idiots?
What am I missing?
Do you understand
you know what they're talking about?
If they all just... Right. Oh, I get it. That's a good strategy. Kim and Avery, you just blew our minds. That's why...
I didn't think about it.
Well, she won. I lost. But that's a good... So everyone gets one guess, and then you definitely would have got the person.
Yeah, they should have.
Huh. That's really good strategy.
That was a good strategy. Jeff and I were too dumb to know what you were talking about. We needed our friend
Kim and Avery
Lisa
would have been in the
here.
house. I would have been like, Kim and Avery don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I know.
So without anyone being there, even though it does seem like she's made some alliances with Amy right now, you do need a friend at a house. And it seems like, especially after last night's episode, she got called out. It seems like she's holding it together, although it's week one. And I always say, but she knows the game and she knows what to do and what not to do. And her family's watching. So we're pulling for Rachel. We played a season with her. How could we not? All right. Y'all need to get your own, your producer Riley on Big Brother.
Yes,
Riley, get on Big Brother.
Riley would do good.
Riley would do so good on Big Brother.
I think Riley would actually win.
Yeah, because she's so sweet. She blends in with everybody. She doesn't stir the pot. Riley, I know you're listening. I would bet on you. You'd be on this list, and I'd say Riley's going to win this thing for sure. It's going to be every Friday. And like we said, we're going to have some house guests, hopefully, that we played with on the show, some house guests that we don't know because we haven't been watching the last couple of years, and maybe some old school people. So whoever we could get who's willing to come on this podcast, maybe they got offended by it at some point, or they're offended by me personally. They might not come on, but we'll get some old faces on here.
Yes, hopefully. How you feeling?
I just walked in the door.
I know. Jeff's like, I just got off of work and now I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I just changed my pants and shoved some kava down my throat. By the way, if you guys have never been to kava.
You talked about it last time.
Oh, I did? They're not a sponsor. I love that place. If you are on the go, they have an app where, again, this is not a sponsor, but I'm in the car. I know exactly where I'm at. Like, so I know how long it is till I pick it up. And I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I already know what I like. Boom, add this, take away this. And then I just walk in. You don't have to talk to anybody and grab your kava and go. But they stopped doing it at the kava by us.
You said that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You told me about it. And there were high school kids working and they said
I told you about it. I didn't talk about it on the podcast.
You didn't?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, tell everybody then.
Well, no. I mean, I wasn't going to go there. This isn't a kava episode. I was just saying because I'm in a rush, and if you're in a ride, there's a million things going on, like I'm sure everybody out there. But I was just in a rush today. So I came home.
I like those shirts on you.
I didn't even change my shirt. This was actually, oh my gosh. So I'll get back to the kava thing. But because I got so much going on. This morning, I don't know where my head was.
What'd you do?
So first of all, this shirt is got stains all over it. You can't even see it. I was in the dry cleaning pile and I was like, I don't feel like wearing a dress shirt today. I'm going to wear this underneath my suit, just go a little more casual. Because on Wednesdays, that's when we're filming this. I know this is going to be out Monday, but on Wednesdays, I do a second show. It's called Weekend Vibe, and you could get it on the Fox 31 Plus app. And it's really cool. It's a great show. It used to be on air, like on Fox. Now it's just on the app. But it's everything going around Denver. So we have people in from like 5280 Magazine and Westward, and those are 2 magazines here in Denver. And they talk about all the cool things that they have and awards that they're giving out for like best burritos and a million different other things. You know what I mean? And we just have cool people on with festivals, and there's so many festivals going on right now. So it's really like, it's a fast paced thing. We're in a big studio. We're standing up. The cameras are moving around. It really looks good, production wise and script wise. It just bangs out.
And that's more your style.
Yeah. And I'm standing up. I'm not sitting down.
I like that magazine. They have one at the store, and you can go through it, and it just tells you everything.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so I usually dress a little nicer for that, but I'm like, I always wear the same thing. I'm going to dress a little casual. So I just grabbed this shirt. I'm like, I'm going to wear a suit jacket anyway. I grab my suit jacket. I go to work, and I get out of the car, and I'm like, what is this? I just grabbed a random suit that's not even the same as my pants.
It didn't even match your pants?
No, it's not even the same as my pants. And I was like, should I just put this blazer on with my pants, even though my pants are like checkered? And I'm like, I can't do that. I just got to wear this. And Bert, my old boss at Daily Blast Live, he's old school. And he's like, when I first started this job, he goes, you wear a suit every day, suit and tie.
Because he's old
like,
school.
He's like, you're still on TV, man. I understand it's not the same thing, but you wear a suit and tie to work. And I do wear a suit because of that. Even though the show's a little bit more casual, I could get away with it. I want to look a little bit more professional. So I never wear like polos unless I'm out on a shoot, So anyways, I go there and do that. I get to work, and I get there before everybody because I like to relax and go over my scripts and quiet. So I'm usually the first one there in our crew, and they get all their work done the night before. I'm not like knocking them, but I like to go over my scripts. I'm in the script and I'm like, they changed everything yesterday after I left. And I'm like rewriting my scripts and stuff. I'm like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden I look, I'm like, oh, that's Friday's script. And I was like working over the whole script.
You just
like,
got a lot on your mind.
I know. And then I'm like, oh my God. Then everyone started coming. I'm like, anyway, so the day was fine. Everything went good. But yeah, I'm just a mess today.
And then what? You look down at your shirt and you're like, wow, my shirt has stains on it?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I'll just cover it up with my button. But I don't think you could tell. Maybe you can on TV. I don't know. But
you could just roll it.
Yeah,
you used to carry those Tide wipes because you would get makeup on your collar.
Yeah.
On your shirts. I'm surprised you didn't have those.
Well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's a stupid story anyways. But yeah, I don't know where we're going with this episode. We're just kind of whipping it out there.
No, there was something I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if we should talk about it now or take a break and then continue to talk about it.
Well, I'll talk about kava then. I'll go back to my kava story. By the way, like I said, I love kava and I love that app and stuff, but now you have to go in the store and it's all like high school kids. And I don't know why it makes me like emotional.
Wait, you are just so passionate about food. I was cracking up when we were at Chicago. I was listening to your family talk. Y'all just talk about food all the time. I'm like, that's where you get it from. Like, you just love food. That makes you happy. Cooking for people. You're like, oh, this steak. I don't know. I was listening to you and Tony talk, and you guys love talking about food, or like he brings the beer, those beers or wine that he makes, whatever he makes.
He made his homemade beer.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know if it's an Italian thing or what, but y'all just love it.
I don't know. There's a passion behind it. Like if you make your own beer or make your own wine.
You appreciate it more?
Yeah, and you like giving it out and share it. Like with my Jardiniere, I share it with like all the neighbors. I'm like, you like that? It makes me feel good. Like I created something. Or if I cook a steak, everybody could cook a steak, but I could cook it better. If I get a nice piece of fish, it's better than your fish. Like when I go to a restaurant and I get something and I'm like, why did we come here? I'm so pissed. I can make this 10 times better at home. That's why I always get weird stuff when I go to restaurants.
When we landed, Jeff was like, what should we do for dinner? I was like, I could just order food just to be delivered to the house. You're like, no, I'll swing by the store. I'll cook. And you grilled and you just made a whole meal. It was really good. But go back to your kava where you get emotional.
Anyways, food does make me happy, and I'm passionate about food. I have no idea why. It means I'm just getting old. This is the dumbest story ever. So is this whole podcast so far. But I don't know why. I love seeing high school kids working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All you hear is complaining all day about everything and this, that, and the next thing. And it's go out and change your life. Go out and do something. And these high school kids are out there, and I really appreciate that they're working. And when I pull up at McDonald's and they got their shirt tucked in with their belt and their uniform and their hat, it makes me cry. You know what I mean? I'm good for you, kid. Way to go. I like that. And I'm sure other kids at their high school are you work at McDonald's, Tim? And fuck you, Pete, whoever you are. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I could hear our kids screaming while you're talking, because I told them not to come down there. Leighton's in big trouble today, and he has to stay in his room all day, and I told him not to come down. But
all right,
sorry.
Where are we going?
Okay, keep going.
That's it. Go to kava. The end.
Okay. We'll take a break.
Okay. One thing that I always talk about that I do every day is make my bed and drink my AG1. The first two things I do every single morning, no matter what kind of day I'm having.
In the summertime, you kind of get off your routine that you normally do. When I've been on vacation, sometimes I get a little off. You're really good about taking your travel packs.
Yeah, the travel packs are definitely key.
It's packed with 75 plus vitamins, minerals. And I take my AG1 for my gut health. I know that's huge.
Prebiotics, the probiotics, all the vitamins you need. I put my D3K2 in there and I'm ready for the day. It definitely cut my vitamins down into maybe a quarter of what I used to take.
It also fills nutrient gaps in your diet. It supports your immune health. It's one of the easiest things you can do for your health for less than $3 a day.
That's less than a cup of coffee these days. So why not treat yourself with the gift of health? Drink AG1. Yes, we love our AG1 and we drink it every day. And that's why we've been partnered with them for so long.
Start giving your body the nutrients it deserves. Just head to our link, drinkag1.com/togetherness to subscribe for less than $3 a day. If you use our link, you will also get a free welcome kit with a shaker bottle, 5 AG1 travel packs, and more with your first purchase. That's drinkag1.com/togetherness. drinkag1.com/togetherness. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring this episode. So this was something I wanted to talk about because I was looking today on the internet, and I feel like this is something that it's every single time a celebrity that people haven't seen in a while, and then they come out on the red carpet and people see how they look. And this person, I'm talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay.
She was the heart. I mean, everybody loved Jennifer Love Hewitt. I remember her, she had the best boobs, and I was 12 years old and I had no boobs. And I remember seeing her in the movies and being like, I want my boobs to look like her. I was 12 years old. I remember thinking that. And I always thought she was so beautiful and still is. Sarah Michelle Gellar. I wanted her haircut. You just see those people.
Did I ever tell you my Jennifer Love Hewitt story?
I don't think so.
Really?
No, tell me.
All right. I know where you're going with this, so we'll get back to that. But so here's a Jennifer Love Hewitt story. When I lived in Los Angeles the first time, my buddy Tony, who I always talk about from Chicago, used to come visit me all the time. And he still does. We still go fishing. He's still my good buddy. Just saw him over this weekend. And we were out, and I used to live right off of Hollywood Boulevard. And this new bowling alley opened up right on Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood Bowl. It's some fancy place. It's not Hollywood
Bolero?
It's something like that. Okay. One of those, but it was way back in the day, you know? So we have our fun. I had work, and then I used to work at all these restaurants on Sunset. So I took them out, all these places. And it was I think a Sunday. I have no idea what day it was. And he was leaving the next day, and we had our fun on Friday and Saturday. So we were drank out, and he's not a big drinker anyway. Tony doesn't really drink a lot. And we're just what can we do? And he really loves seeing movie stars. He loves it. Sports players are his favorite. He loves all that stuff. So I took him to all those clubs, and he got to see people. And if we ever have him in, he'll tell some stories about people he met because he actually goes up to them and talks to them and stuff. Anyways, we go to this Lucky Strike. I think that's what it was.
Oh,
Lucky Strike, yeah. And so we go to Lucky Strike. I'm like, you want to go bowling? We had nothing to do, and we could just walk there. And he's like, yeah, why not? I'm like, it's a new spot. There might be celebrities there. And he's like, sure, but let's just go. So we're bowling, right? And I'm like, should we get a beer? And he's like, no, man, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm like, all right, I won't drink either. So me and him are bowling in a lane by ourselves, like in the late afternoon. And he's like getting all agitated. He's like, what are we doing bowling? I'm like, well, let's have a beer then. Let's like relax. And he's like, I don't want to drink. And all of a sudden this group comes next to us and it's all these people. And I look over, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, Tony, you see who that is? And he's like, no. I'm like, that's Jennifer Love Hewitt. You know, when you split the lane, like you share the balls, they were right next to us.
How old were you guys then?
I was 20. I was 22, 23, whatever I was back then. And heartthrob Jennifer Love Hewitt, you know? And Tony, you know, my buddy Tony's a fighter and he's like all angry all the time. He like looked over and was like, he saw the wait. He goes, can we get a couple shots of tequila over here?
Tony did?
Tony ordered some drinks because he got nervous.
How did I never hear this story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. He's probably listening right now. He's like, that's not how it went down. Sorry, Tony. I'm just kind of
text Tony tonight.
You know, he'll give you every detail. He remembers every detail of every story ever. And he's like, remember when you did that? I'm like, I have no idea. And then he remembers another story. We were just talking this weekend. He remembers so many stories. So sorry if I forgot a detail, Tony. But I remember Tony was just bowling. Like the pins are straight and Tony was looking to the side the whole time while he was bowling. It was so funny. And I think at the end, she was very sweet. He's like, could I get a picture? And I think it was one of those back then you had to develop.
Shut up.
It might have been like that.
Wow.
I think he still has that picture somewhere.
That's so cool.
But we talk, we're like, hi, like, and she's like, hi. And then we started having a couple beers and stuff. And then I was like, all right, let's get out of here. Let's not be weird. Cause she's there with all of her friends. You know, it's like in the middle of the day. And he goes, do you think it'd be weird if I got a picture? I'm like, no, dude. You know, I know she's bowling, but it's like we were just sitting here the whole time, not bothering her. So she definitely took a picture and it was real nice. And I think he talked to her for a minute and then we got out of there and he was like skipping down Hollywood Boulevard. He walked in all mad and then he was so happy after we left. But anyways, that was I feel like Jennifer Love Hewitt story.
She was everyone's crush.
Oh yeah.
The majority of guys.
What's that movie? She's all that? Is that her?
No. Is it?
No.
That's
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
With that other girl.
What's the one?
What's one where she
Can't
walks in?
hardly wait.
When she walks in the party, like with her red dress, like that moment.
No, you're thinking that was the, oh God, when they're making fun, right? Of
the spoof movie? Yeah. She wasn't in a spoof movie.
Oh, She's All That. You're thinking Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel.
She was cute too.
So cute.
Yeah. What's the one where she walks in?
Can't hardly wait.
Yeah, where she walks in the park. Like that moment. Wasn't it like kind of iconic?
Yeah. And then she had the great boobs.
With the dress. Wasn't it a red dress?
No, I think you're thinking of or She's All That.
I don't know. I'm mixing them up.
Hang on. I think it's Can't Hardly Wait. Anyways.
You can't do two things at once, so put the phone down.
I loved her. And then like Freddie Prinze Jr. loved him. I thought I was going to marry him.
By the way, interviewed him, loved him. Such a funny,
That's why I like him even more.
Yes,
because you told me how awesome he was when you interviewed him at Daily Blast Live. And then like Paul Walker at that time was super popular. And Ryan Phillippe, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon's ex. Though, you know, they were like the guys in the 90s that everybody loved. Anyway, so where I'm getting at with my whole story, Jennifer Love Hewitt hasn't been seen in a while. And then it's her first red carpet appearance. And all the comments about her body, like because they're comparing 20-something-year-old Jennifer Love Hewitt that was probably a size 0 to now she's, I believe she's a mom.
I was going to ask, does she have a family?
Yes. And she's got curves. Who cares? Okay, you've put on a little bit of weight. You can't compare somebody to yourself at 20 years old. I think she looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Her face, she has like the cutest face and like her smile.
Her face is exactly the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. And I screen grabbed some of the comments that people were talking about. So I know what she did the last 20 summers. Jennifer Love Hewitt oh my God, the fridge is empty. No meals have been missed. I know what you did last buffet. I'm like, do these people work? Who writes that stuff and comments about somebody's body? And by the way, she's not fat. She has curves. She's not fat by any means.
I like little curves.
Well, look at me. I got curves. So you're talking about a size 8, 10 is big? No,
I like it. For me, I like it.
Well, yeah, I think everybody should. But it's like these other people body shaming her. And then how do you think she feels? It's like, wow, I haven't been on the red carpet in a long time. And boom, that's all the comments you get.
But I think everybody deals with that. And again, those are people looking just to get attention and, be funny. Some of them, I'm sure that she's got a lot of mean ones too, like just blatantly mean ones,
Yeah, but Hollywood standards, if you're a size 0, a size 2, you're smoking hot.
But what happened to the whole era of Big is Beautiful? And they changed all the models and all that. Where did that all go? That was just a couple of years ago. And everyone was behind Big is Beautiful about everything. So where's like the backlash from those people protecting Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I know. I mean, there were other women sticking up saying she's beautiful, which I think she looks great. It just kind of made me mad when I read those comments. And then it's just like you said, where are those people? Everybody goes hiding, but then everybody wants to make a stance on other things.
Like I said, how far down the rabbit hole you want to go with this?
However deep you want to go.
Well, I mean, how sensitive are you?
I'm not sensitive.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt. No, I wanted to kind of shift it, going back to that whole, like people would take big ads out with bigger models,
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it didn't work for their campaign. It seems like it didn't work. I don't know. I don't see it like I did 2 or 3 years ago. Remember, every single campaign was that.
Oh, you're talking about if you walked in Target, it was like a size 14, somebody like a size 14 modeling,
right? The mannequins,
and panties.
The mannequins were bigger. The ads were bigger people. And like I said, I like curves. I'm not knocking that. I'm just wondering what happened to that whole wave, because everything was Big is Beautiful. And if I said something about, hey, I remember just being on the show. The only reason why I'm bringing this up because I kind of want to get into a little controversy. But it's like I would tell my doctor, hey, or the doctor that was on the show, it's okay. I think big is sexy to me, but there should be something to be said about getting out of hand, and something to be said for eating healthy a little bit. And I got so much shit for saying
on Daily Blast Live.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that time was so sensitive. And I'm like, listen, but there will come a time where this will be a problem if you don't get it under control now. And that's just saying it caringly. I'm not throwing jokes or making puns about the person's name. I was just saying that to the doctor on our show, and people were like, whatever they said, Big is Beautiful, you mind your blah, blah, blah.
Well, you still want to be healthy. Like you don't want high blood pressure. You don't want diabetes. Like me, I've put last summer, I wasn't drinking or anything and just walking. And this summer, I'm like, I'm enjoying my summer. I've put on 10 pounds, but I know when the kids get back to school, I'll get the 10 pounds off. And it's just like, who cares? Enjoy your summer. Enjoy your time.
But I don't know. It just made me laugh because people would, when you're at a certain point, some of those ads, when you're at a certain point, it's unhealthy. You know what I mean? Big, curvy is sexy. When you're at one point with some of those ads that were being played, it gets to another level and you do have to say something. But also, so is the super skinny supermodel that weighs 70 pounds.
Right.
That's also unhealthy. I'd say the exact same thing about that.
But this is kind of what I think changed. Ozempic came.
Oh, you're right.
The Kardashians.
But why?
Kim Kardashian dropped all that weight to fit in Marilyn Monroe's dress for the Met. Is it the Met Gala? Something she went to. And then she opened up saying that she took Ozempic. And that's how I found out about Ozempic.
So I'm trying.
And I feel like that's kind of what changed the whole thing. Because then other people who, I think Lizzo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. That's what it was. Because Lizzo was like Big is Beautiful and nobody was allowed to critique her. And then she went on Ozempic though.
Yeah. Oprah
but it's like
it
comes out of both sides of your mouth. And I'm happy for her. I'm happy for Lizzo and her success and her wanting to lose weight. But you can't promote Big is Beautiful and then on the other side go and take Ozempic to try to lose weight. When you're promoting one thing and then doing something else on the side. Just like if someone's going to comment about me saying big is beautiful in this podcast, and then they attack me about my gray hair or my looks or my getting older. It's like, you're doing the exact same thing as that you're criticizing me for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That was the whole thing that I kind of wanted. When I said controversy, that's what I wanted.
I feel like they try, the biggest beautiful is they're just trying to touch other people so everybody feels comfortable and seen. But maybe on the inside, they're still insecure about something with them because they're on a platform and everybody's judging them. And as much as people say they don't care about comments, I think it can get to you because they're getting,
of course,
thousands and thousands of people commenting on your body, on, your look, anything. Jessica Simpson got shamed years ago when she came out on stage and wearing these high-waisted pants and this leopard top. I think she said she was like a size 6 or 8 then. And it was just kind of the angle where the picture was. She got body shamed and people killed her. And then look at her now. Look how tiny she is. But who knows? She could be on Ozempic. Everybody's on Ozempic. And I'm not saying anything bad about it. I've taken it twice. And it does work.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And I know a lot of people on it. And they've had really good success with it. And it's given them their confidence back and they feel good. And I'm like, if it makes you feel good and you're still exercising and it's making you healthy, I'm all about it.
Yeah, I'm all about it too. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm all about it too. I'm just saying at the time when I was mentioning that to a doctor, it's weird that you can't tell a loved one, someone you love. I'm not talking about the internet or other people's bodies that I don't know. I don't care what you do with your life. You know what I mean? That's your life. You do it. If you want to promote that and then do something else on the side, that's your business. But I'm talking about someone you love, your children, your wife, your family that you can talk to without shaming them and say, hey, listen, I want you to be around for a little while. I want you to be healthy. I don't think it's any different than saying, I want you to quit smoking. I want you to quit drinking. Mm-hmm. I want you to exercise a little more. But if you say that— I
think you have to be sensitive how you approach that.
Right. How do you say that is kind of what I'm saying.
I think you have to know certain people's personalities. I'll give my dad for an example. My dad hit 300 pounds after him and my mom got divorced. He was always like 220. And he got huge and discovered Manjaro. And my dad is a diabetic, but my dad became a diabetic because he gained so much weight. That's how he became a type 2. And it runs in our family. And he's someone I could say that to. Like, Dad, you got to get your weight under control a little bit. I want you around. But then there's other people that I can think of that would take it like, you're being a bitch. And that is rude. And you don't talk about my body like that.
And I think that would be most people. But I'm saying someone that you love and care about. That's what I'm saying.
I think you have to approach it very sensitive, very calm. I don't know how you do it because my family, we kill each other. We just flat out say it. We're like, I can't believe how fat you got. That's how my family is.
Listen, I'm no sculpture over here. So don't, I'm not throwing stones in my glass house. I could drop a couple pounds myself.
I wouldn't get upset with Jeff if you were like, listen, you've gotten a little out of control. You need to
But I don't think you're out of control by any means.
But I'm just saying yes, I'm thick. I don't care. But
Right, but you're not out of, that's what I'm saying.
I would want you to tell me. I would want you to tell me, but wouldn't need you to tell me because I would already,
But is there a way that a husband could come at?
I don't know. I don't know. You got to be sensitive.
Yeah. How do you say that?
Because too, you have to think.
I could see
if you've gained so much, you have to feel like, and your clothes aren't fitting. It doesn't make you feel good. I'm speaking for myself. And you after the kids, your confidence doesn't feel good. You don't feel attractive. And it can make you feel like, I just want to sit at home, and then you want to be in your sweatpants and you just want to eat ice cream and eat pizza and you don't care and you'd rather just sit around and you don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to dress up and go because you don't feel good in your clothes. When you feel good in your clothes, your attitude's different. Your confidence is better. You are radiant more. And then when you don't feel good at yourself, you kind of want to shelter in a little bit.
I totally get what you're saying because,
I get it like that.
I think everyone could relate to going through some sort of depression or not feeling good about themselves in whatever way. And food is a comfort. It
is for me.
I think it's for everybody. If you're not feeling good, or even if you're just not feeling good, not just physically not feeling good, you have the flu or something, and you just want to eat like junk food, like comfort food to comfort you. Or if you're not in a home, you're on the road a lot, you just want to go back to your hotel and eat barbecue chips, like that's my comfort food, like Lay's barbecue chips. I know I'm eating them. I know they're bad for me and I know I shouldn't be eating them, but something is like comforting. And while I'm eating them, I'm like, well, treat yourself. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. And as soon as I'm done, I'm like, I just ate that whole bag. That can't be good for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is some like up and downs as far as weight gain goes, because I've definitely fluctuated over the years. I've gotten up to.
You've always had a good body, though. You've never.
But I've gotten up to like 215, and then I got down this last year down to 178.
Yeah,
so
I don't
my
like
weight,
you when you get.
My weight does definitely fluctuate, but
I think you look good like at 190. That's just me, but you do what makes you feel good.
Yeah. But I think that all goes hand in hand. I know what you're saying. So not feeling good if you're not feeling good about yourself, and then getting those kind of comments like Jennifer Love Hewitt's getting, or Lizzo, or whoever, or you, or whoever we mentioned, that cannot feel good on top of all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't think there is a way that you could share your feelings. Most certainly not through social media. That's not how you do it. You know what I mean? But it was just weird the times just 3 years ago or whatever it was. And then the Ozempic craze and that Big is Beautiful kind of went away.
It did. And then other people started getting on the Ozempic train. Meghan Trainor, she dropped a bunch of weight.
First of all, everybody in Hollywood.
Yeah, everybody in your neighborhood is on it.
And I think that's all right.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
I think it's great. If you want to get back on that journey, again, nobody wants to hear it from anybody else. So I'm not trying to be anyone's coach. But I think it's a great kickstart if you want to start losing that weight, kickstart you into looking good, feeling good, which makes you exercise a little bit more, eat a little bit more healthy. All that goes hand in hand. So I'm all for getting something to get that kick started if anyone's down for that.
And I know people said if you take Ozempic, when you get off of it, you gain it right back. I was able to keep mine off up until this summer. I've just been enjoying my summer. But again, I'm like, I can't go past 10 pounds. That's just like what I tell myself. Don't go past 10 pounds because it'll be easier to get the 10 pounds off. And then when they go back to school, then I can go back to like walking and doing things and getting that habit. But yeah, watch what you say to your friends. I'm open though. I'll tell my friends like what the scale says.
It's a little really different for a man telling a woman, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would never say.
If I really want to know how I look, I just go to my family or my grandpa. My grandpa will let me know exactly what he thinks.
Yeah, and age too. When I could gain, now I'm not even kidding, I could gain 8 pounds over the weekend. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're on vacation or just eating and drinking and all the sodium, definitely could put on 8 pounds, like legit 8 to 10 pounds over the weekend. And then it takes you, a long time to get that weight off.
But you have to enjoy some things. Like you can't always just obsess about, I think if like during the
Obviously,
week,
I don't obsess.
You're eating healthy.
I have food on my shirt right now.
No, but like you and I, we like having like our drinks at night. It's not every single night, but like maybe twice a week. I don't know.
And then the kids, depends. Like they order French fries. There's leftover pizza. What are you going to do? Not eat it?
Yeah.
Not eat a French fry when it's nice and hot and it's on the table and there's ketchup there and it tastes so good.
Eat the French fry. Have the drink. Eat the cake. Just have everything in moderation and enjoy yourself. That's what I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt. We're here for you.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you.
Not saying that's what she does.
No,
I'm gonna get in a little bit of trouble.
I didn't mean that. I'm rooting for her. I love her, and
she just did the remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer with Freddie Prinze Jr.
That's why she was out. She was doing the premiere.
It was the red carpet for that.
I want to go see that.
Well, let's go see it. She was very nice when I met her, and we're big supporters.
Yes, and then I love seeing Sarah, because you never see Sarah Michelle Gellar either, like her and Freddie together.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break on that note. I just got really excited about that stuff. Welcome back. So today, Jeff sent me the email. It's time to sign Lawson back up for flag football. And we like doing our little rants. I'll let Jeff go on his rant.
For the fall.
For the fall.
Yeah, so it's a real early sign up because you get a discount if you sign up early. So we're definitely on a discount train.
But it wasn't a discount at all. So I always put Lawson's last name on the jersey. That was like an added $20. Then they have this new thing they added. It was $6.99 for insurance, for a secondary insurance if your child gets hurt, which I was going to not do because I was like, we already have insurance.
1,000%. 1,000%. I never want to find out. There will be some stipulation within that insurance. No matter what happens to your kid, they're going to be like, we don't cover that.
Yeah.
1,000%
And they just made an extra $7 off each person.
Anyways,
I thought the same thing.
I got more to complain about. Keep going.
Then there was a $7 processing fee for whatever.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there because sorry for the curse words, but what the fuck is a processing fee? And who gets that money? It's out of control. The processor?
To the credit? The people who own the credit card business?
I don't even know. No, I think they get their cut no matter what. If you're paying with a credit card, they get their cut because you're paying with a credit card. Processing fee is something totally different. It's bullshit and it's made up, and I don't know who gets that.
Okay, and then there's
I don't want to get too worked
There was
up.
another $2 fee and it didn't give an explanation for what. So I told Jeff, I said, wait, it just, for 6 weeks, this is how much it was? That is crazy.
Everything's expensive now. Everything.
I mean, just any little thing like that. It's just funny. I mean, lacrosse is way more expensive, but it was just made me laugh because I was like, oh, I got to call Jeff about this.
I thought they were going to get rid of those processing fees. I thought they were going to do that. Like the garbage tax, all that stuff. Was that Biden who said that? Or Trump? I don't know. Somebody said that. Somebody was running on that. I remember because I'm like, that's a great thing to run on because nobody knows what those are. Nobody were like that money. It's just bullshit. Like I don't even donate anymore unless we know the charity. We have our charities that we'd go to. When it says round up for kids, like at the grocery store, get real. No, absolutely not. And then people write, oh, you don't care about kids? It's all a scam. It's all a racket. Those kids aren't getting that money. It's all bullshit.
I know somebody's getting it.
Somebody's getting it, but it's not where it's supposed to go. I'm serious. Joe Rogan just did something, and I don't want to misquote him because I just saw it on Instagram. He broke down like the actual numbers, and I think it was like for don't quote me on this, like National Cancer Society or something, and they got like 2% of the total income.
Oh, really?
The people running it make all the money. Then who knows where the rest of it goes? The charities that you think you're donating, unless you're specifically involved with them, and there are some good ones out there that I think do the right thing. But if you don't know where this is at the grocery store, round up for blind kids to make you feel bad and then you feel like a better person because you gave them, you're getting ripped off. It's bullshit. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Look into that story with Joe Rogan. I forgot. I didn't even listen to that episode.
So
but
who
I just
is
saw
it? It's just Bob in your neighborhood that wants to start a foundation.
Yeah,
and then Bob
nonprofits.
gets 2% because he's like, we're saving the world and we're helping the kids.
Okay,
or
I work for a nonprofit and everyone's, oh, you're so good. You're getting paid. What do you mean you work for a nonprofit? You're making money.
Yeah.
What? I wish I knew what I was talking about a little bit more, but it's all bullshit. No, I'm not buying. No, I don't want that candy. Get away from me. I'm not helping you sell your jerseys. Get away from me. I used to love all that. I used to love giving those kids money.
If a high school kid from the neighborhood walks up to me and is like, I do
too.
Something for
and I'm mad about it. I totally do.
Because
if he's going door to door, even if you're a hustler, you got me. You know what I mean? It's like it's for my football team.
Yes.
I'm a softie. I'm talking a big game right now. But there are some major scams out there.
Because that takes I feel like guts these days to go to people's door and be like, hi, I'm raising money for my school. So I always will do
and I want to help out the
in our
community I live in. And that's getting, I don't even know if that's right.
Or like here in the neighborhood, they'll do the palms. You support the palms, and the girls come and they lay Easter eggs out. So I did it I didn't do it this year because the boys are a little bit older, but they'll lay it out. But I did it to support the local girls down the street, and hopefully the money goes.
That's different. Because you know where the money's going. Hopefully it's going to the school and for their jerseys. I hope so. And then they give you that coupon book and they're like 10% off of the Ground Round restaurant. I'm like, the ground, didn't that go under like an 87? What do you mean?
I was walking in King Soopers the other day and I called Jeff. We had just got off the phone. I called Jeff and he goes, what? I'll go, stay on the phone with me. I was like, I'm doing your trick. Somebody's standing there trying to sell something. I was pretending like I was busy on the phone. And then as I was checking out, I called you right back. And then you didn't answer. You had something you had to do. And then I
fake it.
Oh, yeah. I was totally like talking like nobody was there to avoid. And they stopped the lady behind me. And I was like, sorry, lady.
Oh, yeah. I got that.
You got stuck.
I got it down.
Yeah. So I just pretend like I'm busy and on the phone. But I do notice
now I'm
that
mad
more.
too. Like when I go, like I won't even go in certain places. If I see people standing outside wanting me to sign something, I just don't want to deal with it. I'll leave.
What about the protesters?
Oh, I bypassed.
They were being mean.
I broke the barrier.
If you went, no, I got scared. I was like, I'm going to another one.
I forgot where we were going. It was a couple weeks ago. Maybe we were going to a pool or we were going to a party or something. And I was just going to get beers. Remember, I went there to get beers and there were all the protesters. I'm like, I'm not driving around, dude. I'm already here. You know what I mean? And they were at both doors, so I couldn't even sneak in. And I just walked right through the middle. And they're like, hey, sir. I'm like, guys, it's Saturday afternoon. I'm just grabbing some beers. That's it. I'm sorry for what you're going through. I hope you get a raise. And they're like, oh, thank you, sir. And then when I was leaving, they're like, you have a good day. Enjoy those beers. So they were nice. But I'm like, I'm not getting involved, man. I got my own fucking problems. You know what I mean?
They were like, don't go in there and support Safeway. And I'm like, come out of here. I don't want to deal with this. And then
you know what I should have done?
I was getting gas.
I should have stood out there with them and be like, you need to take that Roundup for the Children bullshit off of your little pay thing.
You should have wore one of those. They were wearing like boards.
Sandwich boards.
Yeah, they were sandwich boards. You should have been out there.
No, everyone's got a problem. And then you go to Trader Joe's, Jesus. I don't even know what they're saying. Will you help cats with 3 legs? I'm like, well, I don't know what you're saying, man. I just came to get a watermelon and some lunch. Like, dude, just leave me alone. I have so many things right now. Why aren't you at work? Is this your job? Do you work for a nonprofit? Are you not making money?
You can kind of tell, like when you go and you see the it's always like the same type of people.
Yeah, they're weirdos. Sorry, you are.
I'm not being
Stop
mean,
asking me for my signature. Just fake it.
They made it over to the gas station. Because like King Soopers has a gas station and I'll go there and they're like, don't fill up and use their gas. And I was just like, oh, I'm busy.
What do you want me to do, man? You want me to drive around town looking for gas?
Well, you know how they say don't pump gas while on your phone? I was just like playing on my phone.
Okay, but how about if I go to their house and tell them, hey, man, my show got canceled. You got a couple bucks? I'm just going to sit on your steps till you pay me. For real. You can't help everybody. I help the causes that I help and the charities that I help. And that's it.
Yeah. I think some people are like, I'm such a good person. I do this. I'm going to post it.
I do feel good when I give like a homeless guy, like at the stoplight.
Well, that's different, but you're not posting. You're not recording it. You're not like, hey guys, I just helped Ted over here. I just bought him some food. And I'm such a great person. I'm such a good person.
But doesn't it make you feel good though?
It does make you feel good.
Yeah.
And
but some people prey on that, and it makes me the opposite. It makes me very angry that people prey on other people's kindness, and then it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
You know, because my kindness is starting to fade away because I'm finding out all these things are scams now. Mm-hmm. And they're breaking down these nonprofits and how much they're actually giving to the cause, and it's not even a quarter of the cause. You know, doesn't that make you mad that you think you're doing a good thing and it's all going to some guy's house to build a mansion somewhere?
Yeah. I always say rich people have the charities.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just getting grumpy. Man, I got really angry at the end here.
Go put on a sandwich board.
I got to put on something because this shirt's ready for the dry cleaners.
Okay. On that note, what a random episode.
That was bad.
So random.
One. Sorry.
All right. Thank you for continuing. Download, subscribe, tagging your friends. Have a wonderful weekend. And and no, we did not get in trouble for fishing. I did a post from yesterday. Jeff and I, we did go fishing in the neighborhood again, and we did see that same lady that was like hiding, but she didn't say anything. So all of you who DM me that were like, oh, hope you don't get in trouble, or you guys aren't supposed to fish, or don't go to jail. No, we did not get in trouble. So have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, Stay safe.
If you got a couple extra bucks, give it to a charity that you know nothing about and see what happens.
Bye.